Donald Trump Jr. delivering what may have been, Jake and Tamara, the most effective, powerful speech so far these first 2 days of this convention.
You know, a child of a nominee is expected to give a speech that is exploring the human side of the nominee the way that you don't normally see out of a candidate. And we heard that with Tiffany Trump. She gave a very moving, emotional account of report cards and that sort of thing. Donald Trump Jr., like his dad, is not conventional. And I'm sure somebody said to him, you should give a speech and talk about how your dad taught you how to ride a bike or whatever. And he wanted to give a different kind of speech. And he gave the kind of speech that you would be able to hear generally from, say, a senator who knew Donald Trump. He went after Hillary Clinton. He talked about the aspirations of the American people, almost as if he were running for office himself, or had the intention, or has the intention of wanting to do so. I don't mean any of this, by the way. I don't mean any of this dismissively or as a negative judgment in any way. Like his dad, he does things the way he wants to do them. And you gave, I think you're right, I think it was a very effective speech and not the kind of speech you normally would get from a child.
He delivered it beautifully. He was reading from a teleprompter. I think he does that and delivers the speech from a teleprompter a lot better than his own father does.
That goes without saying. I mean, it was kind of a remark. You forgot that he was actually reading from a teleprompter. I mean, it was an incredibly well delivered speech, a very polished guy and very polished speaker. I was actually a little bit surprised. I think you're right, Jake, that he talked obviously a lot more about issues and about politics and about
education
and about
policy.
Right, policy than you would think a child of a candidate would do. But at the beginning of it, he actually did give a lot of information that maybe a friend would know, but something that that he said that really struck me was that I'm the kid of a billionaire, and yet I can drive, construction equipment as much as I can drive a car, which is his way of humanizing him, but also kind of trying to explain why he is somebody who lives in Trump Tower, but has been able to get, in part, why he's been able to get working class voters on his side.
That's an excellent point, and we should also point out that Don Jr. Went to boarding school, and he was largely raised by Donald Trump's first wife. So his relationship with his father probably, well, I know this actually, what was obviously he had a relationship with his father when he was a boy, and it was strong and this and that. But I know that they bonded most strongly, yes, when Don Jr. came into the business and his father taught him the business. And it is interesting, as you know, that he did talk about the way that Donald Trump would introduce him to the guys doing the construction on the sites. That's obviously something that I'm sure a lot of the voters here found very appealing.
It was a good combination because he spoke personally as the son of Donald Trump, but he also had a lot of substance in there.